We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Hell yes, I get to ride the dragon.
The hell's wrong with you people?
I know Kung Fu.
Tank, you want to switch? No, I'm good. I got it.
Stay down. I could do this all day.
If you had to transform into one mythical creature and then get married to a different mythical creature.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Maximum effort. How about a magic trick?
HR.
Not an animal.
HR. Is HR.
Somebody call HR down here.
That man is playing Galaga.
Weekly escaping into the world of geeks, nerds, and cool stickers on drive-bys. With us, I've got Josh Tankersley.
What up?
The Ruik Bajay.
Hey.
And Brandon looks kind of the same, except you're like a cleaner version of Brandon.
That's
Edward Mendez.
So that's what you look like when you shave.
StarFighterGlobal. So we have another guy. He's actually my brother, right? You look like a cleaner version of him.
you really do, actually.
It's like, we should just take his face and then just like let Brandon talk. Oh, maybe he's better than Brandon. We don't know. I don't know, man. Do you watch a lot of anime and stuff?
Yeah, whenever I can, I try to get, knock some animes out. Right now, I'm on Demon Slayer, dude.
Yo.
Demon Slayer's fucking sick.
Sick, isn't it?
See,
Yeah.
he's kind of like Brandon.
A little
it
bit.
sounds like he does a little bit more than Brandon.
Sounds like it.
Typically, this is where we open our beers, but as I was just saying, I was extremely lazy and I opened it before we started. Or I was thirsty. Yeah, that sounds cooler.
Yeah, let's do that.
I quit drinking, so I'll just open a candy bar.
Quit.
Dude,
You never
you're
started
like
drinking.
one of those grandma friggin' peppermints. You are. Those
Yep.
are like grandma peppermints.
Is that what they call these?
Like the super soft ass peppermint.
I was in the hospital,
bad for their
saw one
drinking.
of these, and went out and bought a whole pack.
Dude, that's why they're in the hospital, because it's bad for dentures. Like for a hard peppermint.
Yeah, those are those soft ass peppermints, huh?
Yeah.
The ones that just disintegrate in your mouth.
Yep.
I can't hate, bro. I like those, bro.
Break
I
up.
can't hate.
There you go. See, my man.
He's too nice. He can't
More
be
interesting
Brandon.
things.
No, we have to keep Brandon. We'll just keep Edward's face and we'll put Brandon in there. This guy's too nice. He's like, it's my first time on the show. I have to be nice to everyone. All right, so Tank, what have you been up to, dude?
Man, I've been up to a lot of work. A lot of like really nerdy stuff at work. Got a couple new projects, doing some pretty technical stuff with like automation and scripting and logging and stuff. It gets very... I could talk about it all night, but no one else would
I
listen.
really want to hear it.
No one else would
Like
listen.
when you start talking that, I literally see the background for the Matrix.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
I just take the time to notice the background of his home. Like, okay, yeah. So what else is up in there?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I went and added on to my tattoo. So
Oh, nice.
Sick.
that's the thing. I got one more session. I'm almost done with it.
So what does that represent?
It's like the path to like up the mountain, right? And then that's kind of like the birthplace of kung fu, right?
So at what point in that path do you like to get hit?
See, normal people don't, right? Normal people don't like to get hit. You and Gordy
Think twice
have
before
issues.
you answer this question. You know Jason is asking this for a whole different reason.
So
Just think
I just like hitting things.
no, that's not what you said. Like hitting things and like getting hit are two very different things.
Everyone likes to hit something. Everyone's like, yeah, I totally punched him in the face. How many people are going to be like, yeah, I
He's
took that
asking for a
punch?
selfish reason.
I mean, I
Tell him where
I
you
know
like
how to
get
take a
and
hit
he's
now.
gonna hit it.
That took like a year and a half for me to learn how to do logic.
Hank used to get like a little bulk. Like, he used to get real mad.
It was bad. So, but I don't like getting hit, especially when you busted my lip the other week, which hurts more healing. I will bitch about that every chance I get. Why does a busted lip hurt more healing than it does when it busts? I guess.
They both serve and they can let it go, so they both fight.
Oh no,
We
dude.
love it. Just angry people.
Hey, it's a good stress reliever, man. It's a good stress reliever. It keeps
Ooh.
you
Edward is like too nice. He's like the Mr. Rogers of the Nerds.
Nah, dude, fuck that. Cause I'm always sparring every chance I get at the gym, dude. Cause it's, dude, the shit I deal with at work, it's just like fuck. I just want to go to the gym and start sparring.
Yeah, that's
You
dope.
need to. All right, Rue, what have you been up to this week?
After not dying, I have been recuperating for the whole week.
Yeah, and when you
I spend a
recoup,
lot of time,
that's when you
basically.
do nerd stuff.
What?
When you recoup, that's when you can do nerd stuff, and that's your excuse. Like,
Exactly. So I spend a lot of time getting caught up on. You guys probably heard about that show. It was coming out, right? The
Gotta be a
the
little more
Dion,
specific.
the Raising Dion TV series
Yes,
that's coming out on
on
Netflix. So
Yep.
I took some time to try to. I've been watching that. I've also been getting caught up on some comic books I haven't read in a while. Immortal Hulk, particularly, which is currently my favorite comic book series out there. I'm really wondering, especially with the news about Ed Norton kind of digging into Marvel again about how he wanted to do a conscious Hulk movie, and they said yes, and then turned out they didn't want to do it. So, and it was going to be a darker type of Hulk. If you read Immortal Hulk, you're like, they probably missed something there, or there's probably a chance to get back to that, because that's some really deep, dark stuff, which I can actually see existing in the Marvel universe in some way. And playing a lot of video games. Finally decided to get some of the stuff that has been talked about a lot. God of War. I know I'm late to the party, but finally started playing that last week as well. Yeah, that's about it, really. Just gaming, comic books, reading actual books, and sleeping a lot. That's been my
sounds
life.
like the life.
Dude.
Maybe I
It
could go
kind of does.
Right? Just
to go
spend
to the hospital so I can get a recoup time.
what? Also, I beat Link's Awakening for the Switch. I forgot about that.
Oh, nice.
It was
Did you
fun. I
play
don't remember
Switch?
that game being so short though.
Did you just say Switch?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm the one. I have to carry the Nintendo torch for the show, so I will do it.
No, Brandon has a Switch now.
Does he?
Yeah, he plays.
You never know it though.
Dude, endless game on Switch right now. What's that one game called? The Machina. That fucking
The Deus Ex Machina.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Dude,
It's
fucking sick.
it's like Armored Core.
Yeah.
Old school Armored Core, and they made it, but it's all cell shaded for the Switch. Now I did say if I got a Switch, that would be like the first game I got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Chris,
dude.
that game.
I played the demo. It was fucking sick.
Yeah, that's dope.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
Demon Ex Machina.
That's the only reason that I even found this guy. But Edward, what have you been up to this week?
Shit.
I saw your stuff on Instagram. I know what you're up to.
Started playing. Started getting some downtime. Started playing Final Fantasy 15, and then started getting into the side missions and shit. I'm like, man, fuck this game. It's just too much right now.
All Final Fantasies, man.
No, you know that's true. That's true. All the fucking Final Fantasy games are like that. So then I popped in Nier Automata. Oh, dude, Nier is so fucking cool. But now all the fucking side missions are coming up again. I'm just give me shit to beat up.
Like, in all honesty, I think the only game that I've actually focused on side missions more than the actual story is like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I've never finished a Grand Theft Auto because I always like the cheat codes come out and you're just like, well, I'm just gonna run around with machine guns and kill everyone. Like,
That's
Oh,
great.
frick yeah. All the side missions are like straight to the point. Like, all right, go kill this motherfucker. All right, cool. Get the money. You got the bag secured. Fucking side missions on Final Fantasy is like, all right, you gotta go talk to this dude, get this shit, come back to him. And then all this fucking running around and shit. That's just bullshit.
no, I'm.
It's like in Assassin's Creed. That's the whole take off, have a whole conversation, and the whole other mission, really a mission, and then have a conversation, and then go back and tell the first guy 3,000 miles away, I did it. So that's frustrating.
That's like something that's kind of cool about Link's Awakening, is there's this whole side thing where they call it like the trade sequence, where basically you pick up, like, you find this item, and then somebody's looking for that item, and then they give you something. And it seems like it has nothing to do with anything, but then you get to a point in the story where, like, you can't move forward unless you're caught up in that trade sequence. And so it's like, you're like,
that sounds like bullshit.
no, like, it's like, I mean, it's not like hard, but it's just like, so it's like, it's just a little thing.
Unless you've done these side missions. Fuck that, I'm done.
Well, it depends. I mean, properly done side missions can be great. Others can be super distracting.
Yeah, I thought it was
Assassin's
cool.
Assassin's Creed, you can ignore them and just go all the way through. There's some of them that are so like I was playing Odyssey. It takes you 120 hours to get through the main game all the way through with a couple side missions. It's a super deep, huge world. It just makes it's serious. I almost feel bad for the guys who made it, and I remember how much money they made. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, screw you guys.
Have any of you ever played Skyrim?
Yep.
No,
It's hard to tell the side mission from the actual mission.
That's actually part of the reason I don't like
Okay.
that game, because
What am I doing?
so you know what? So Pillars of Eternity 2 is the same way, where like there's more side missions than there is the main storyline, and so like I got so lost in like these side missions that I totally like turned me off. Like I haven't picked that game up in weeks.
Sorry, we totally sidetracked you. Edward, what else have you done?
We do rabbit holes on this show.
It's all good. Dude, I just been trying to get more designs out on Starfighter, dude. Got that what's it called, that Sazabi coming out. We just finished up a Strike Freedom design, and I'm trying to get into like this whole like spooky kind of vibe shit for like October. So I'm trying to get like these Dark Gundams out, like Master Gundam. We already got a Dead Sight, fucking Dark Gundam, just like, you know,
So-
low key Dark Gundams.
You want to get into like the spooky shit, but I don't know if you guys have seen this show Creeped Out on Netflix. You probably haven't because it's a kids show.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I haven't.
So, but it's the character. I watch it. Okay, so this week I've been playing Super Dad. Okay? I wanted to go see the Joker, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go see it. And then I realized that this is the week that my girls come down from Kentucky. I have a newborn, and from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Jeez.
So I've got no time to do anything. So I'm like, oh, damn. Not going to see the Joker. So, and I was actually upset. Wait, I think my wife's home early. I think she's home at 9:45. Yeah, I think she just got home early. Hey, I can go see Joker. See you later.
Yeah, right. Bounce.
So I've been playing Super Dad, but so this show Creeped Out, they have like this character and he has this mask. Everything else is normal, right?
Yeah.
Like a jacket, a shirt, but he has this mask and it's like a super plain mask. So on that, you have a heavy arms where he has like half of the circus mask.
Oh yeah.
That shit is kind of scary. Like half of a mask on a robot that belongs on a human, that's pretty fucked up.
Let me see if I can. Oh my god, dude, that shit's scary, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
You
fuck.
creeped out,
What
pulled
is
up.
this called again?
Imagine if you saw that shit on the side of the road, bro.
That's what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
It's a kids show, right? So let me set this for you. My wife's like, "Oh, what are we gonna be for Halloween?" I was like, "I don't know." We start watching the show. I was like, "That's what I'm doing." I was like, "I've already got all that shit." This mask. I was like, "No, not the mask. That would be weird. I'm gonna make the." But then I was like, as the kids come up to our door for Halloween, we have woods across the street from us with like a little pond.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand in the woods with that mask on. Candy and Mark's like, "Where's that in the woods?"
I believe a lot of people where you live have guns, so I want to give the parents a heads up. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, don't forget this is Georgia.
Exactly.
This is shoot now, ask later.
Hey, I've been waiting for a little bit of adventure in my life. Okay. Okay.
Adventure to the hospital.
Hey, then I can have my recoup.
There you go. That's how you get your recoup.
Yeah,
I've been on
Win-win.
All you gotta do is get shot.
I'm winning. I watched a show
Sorry.
Called Seis Manos
Yo,
on Netflix.
So
At
weird.
first- okay, it's weird, but if you think about it like an anime version of an old school kung fu movie.
Oh, dude, I'm in it.
I'm
What?
3 episodes in.
I'm down.
Oh,
and-
you're watching it right now. Are you in it or are you watching it?
No, I'm saying I'm with it.
Oh, dude.
Just because, I mean, hey,
Anime,
just want to
kung
know.
fu, I'm with it, dude.
I thought so too. But the story is so fucked up. That you're like, I'm 3 episodes in, and I still don't know what the
Dude.
point of the show is. Like, it doesn't make it like.
It was so weird, right? And I was like, I don't know what's going on. But when you get to episode 5, that's when all the pieces come together. And I was, okay, that's why this looks like an old school kung fu movie, but just in anime form.
Yeah.
But I totally thought it was a kids show
No.
because it looks like it's drawn like the old school Jackie Chan adventures.
It kind of does.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, they just took this dude's head off. Like,
Yeah, no.
Like clean
go
off.
watch this. But go play Pokemon or something because I'm about to watch the shit out of this. I finished.
So for the old school Jackie Chan kids show fans who've grown up, this is for you.
Yeah.
Who also like extreme violence? Yes.
Well,
Like,
that's what I meant by growing up, right? They
And
can't.
old kung fu movies.
Yeah, and old school kung fu movies. You have to respect.
Isn't that why you liked watching the Jackie Chan show back in the days as a cartoon? Like how many kung fu cartoons were there back in the day on mainstream television?
It's true.
Bro, what's that one little kid with a big ass head and he looked like he got them little Shaolin.
Oh, yo.
Shaolin
Brandon
Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, Shaolin Showdown. Yeah, that show was tight.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there was this other one with the dragon kid. He had like green hair. You know what I'm talking about, right?
That was the Jackie Chan one, wasn't it?
No, it was a different one.
Oh, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he like turned into a dragon. It's like a kid with green hair.
seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I missed a
came
lot.
out.
I'm so old that like every time I see something on TV, I'm like, man, there used to be a show that would be on I think it was like TNT, but it was a kung fu show that was staged like professional wrestling.
Jake Long, American Dragon. American Dragon.
Yes,
Jake Long.
yeah, Jake Long.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
It was fake, but it was real kung fu, and it was like it was so odd. But anyway, besides the point.
Dang it. Sorry, Kurt. If I moved the chat away to Google Jake Long. If I had just paid attention, Kurt was trying to give me the answer. So that's okay.
So yeah, yeah. I've been catching things on Netflix. Ooh, season 5 of Peaky Blinders came out. I know that's not a nerd thing, but I love the Peaky Blinders.
I have no idea what that is.
Are you
Neither
fucking?
do I.
Is that the one where he's like
I know the name.
like at the wedding? It's like no fucking fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Those two are
and then
all-
like 5 seconds later, they just push the fucking butler.
Yeah, he's like, no fucking fighting. No fucking fighting. So I explained Peaky Blinders to my girls because they're like, well, that's a weird name. So they have like the driver's caps, but they have a razor blade in their cap.
They have
And
a
when
what?
get in a fight, they take their hat off and they slap them across the face and they take their eyes out.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Sorry, hold up a sec. That show does that? And you were explaining this to your girl or your girls?
Girls.
Okay,
Like my
man.
9 and my 7-year-old.
I'm hoping they weren't watching it.
I'm hoping they weren't
Well,
listening.
I mean, you do what you do.
He was demonstrating. He's like, check this out. It goes like this.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
like, seriously? Like, he's a good storyteller. I hope they weren't listening and actually go start watching this behind his back.
No, you watch it together as a family. It's family. So anyway,
It's good and wholesome.
yeah. So I'm catching up.
Of American television.
Yeah, that's really all I've been doing. I haven't got a chance to see the Joker because I'm super dad. But before we get into the Joker, I bet you guys are wondering why Edward's even here. I found this guy on Instagram because he has some sweet ass stickers that I've seen posted up on vehicles. Edward, tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
SFG stands for StarFighterGlobal. It's pretty much just run by me and my brother. Man, dude, we grew up on mechas, primarily Gundam, man, like Gundam Wing, G Gundam. And growing up, we would always like play pilot, when we were little, like at the playground and stuff. Anyways, fast forward, we grew up. The closest thing we have to piloting things is like vehicles, cars, race cars. You know what I mean? So
Right?
I'm like, well, let's do something with this. Like, let's just. It was a joke at first. Like, we made like a little peeker of the Unicorn Gundam and the RS-78 Full Armor Gundam.
So if you guys don't know, a peeker is literally a sticker that does like this.
Yeah, let me see. I can pull one up right here.
It's basically for all of you old shits. the neighbor from Home Improvement. It's Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
guys know
neighbor.
Neon Genesis. Y'all familiar
Yes,
with Neon
sir.
Genesis? This is one of the
Yes.
peakers that we have.
See, that is so. Do you draw this yourself?
You said what?
So do you guys draw this yourself?
Yeah, we draw these, sketch these out, and then transfer them over to digital, and then we send them out to our printers, and then they'll follow up back with us and mail it out like in a week or so. This is another one, Art 78 Gundam. So
Now-
you can put these anywhere, but you know, I primarily put them on my card because that's what I know.
Yeah, those things are sick, and the art I love. So I remember watching Gundam Wing when I was young, and
Yeah.
I wanted to be fucking Duo Maxwell or
Hell
Troy.
yeah.
Like, I did not like Hero. I thought he was a weirdo.
It
Right.
was fucking weird.
Like Duo was badass, and Troa was like super badass. And then like the heavy arms, that was my shit. Right? Like you have 4 Gatling guns, that's my shit.
Yeah. dude.
So I like super love what you're doing, man. And the mecha thing, one of the reasons that we really wanted you on, and that it's like so cool. I saw a post that you did, and I sent it to Tank immediately.
Yeah.
And all you said was, "If you know, you know."
Which is why he didn't send it to me.
Dude,
Well,
Samurai Pizza Cats are the shit.
Samurai Pizza Cats, man. And literally that, so I found that after we recorded. That night, he had just said, man, you know what show I would really love to bring back? Samurai Pizza Cats.
Samurai Pizza
I
Cats.
found your sticker of Samurai Pizza Cats. That's awesome.
Dude, I need to get those produced. Like we actually just did it as like a gag. Like let's just mess around with it and see what we can come up with. And it actually turned out good. But I might do like a small limited run for those, because like we're primarily, like I said, we're primarily like mechas and Gundam and stuff like that. But eventually we'll like dish out like, you know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like we did recently with the Gold Experience and all that stuff. So every
Right.
now and then we'll throw something that's like non-mecha related, just because, I mean, okay, why not, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so I followed a rabbit hole from your site, right?
Yeah.
Found one of the people that have been posting. They go up to Deals Gap all the time. Me and my brother love Deals Gap.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing, especially if
Yeah.
you're a car or motorcycle person. So they had a sticker of My Hero Academia, and I was like, doesn't really work the same as Mecha. So why do you do just the peaker version? I'm gonna call it the Home Improvement neighbor version of robots. Why not do like a full robot or like something like that?
We can, and we're actually planning to, but for me, like my aesthetics is like really clean. So the simpler I can make it for the consumer to put somewhere where it's gonna look super clean and nice, then you know it's just formulates around the whole aesthetics of Starfighter. Like we're all about aesthetics. We're all about looking it clean. Because I've seen people who design like these anime girls, right? Like full anime girls instead of like the peakers, and then you'll have just people place them like in the weirdest spots on their car, and I'm like, oh man, that looks kind of weird. Like the brand is fucking legit, but that's just bad placement.
So really, you don't want someone to take your sticker and kind of just like fuck it up and.
Yeah.
So if I
looks
put it on
fucked
like
up.
a 1983 Saab, not really, like on the hood, we're not really doing things for you.
I mean, let me see. See, it's.
I don't have an 83 Saab, so we're okay. But I'm just saying.
I guess when it came down to it, and if I were to design a full mecha for a vehicle or a window or whatever you want like that, it'd probably be very specific, like an outline or something. It wouldn't be too intricate. You know what I mean?
No, so I love your Neon Evangelion, right? The first one you showed us, that's super clean, and I've seen it. Like even the art for the show, those mechas are super thin.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. But the way that you drew it is super, super clean, and it fits the layout, and I think it's a good look, man.
Oh, this is part of a full body, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you look at just the picture, like you always see of the
Yeah.
purple, it's like super thin, basically looks like Brandon or Naru if they were mech. Super thin, like odd looking at times.
That's great.
Go on, work it.
Oh God, that's all I've got for that. But dude, I love what you're doing, and I would love to do a collab between the Nerds from Work and StarFighterGlobal, but along the lines of Samurai Pizza Cats. Let me put this in your brain housing group. You remember Street Sharks?
Oh, dude, Street Sharks.
Dude, like a little peeker of a shark.
Dude, that's actually not a bad idea.
Just saying, the Street Sharks would be sick.
Dude, I grew up on Street Sharks.
But wait, there's more.
Of course there is.
Talking about pilots and stuff. What about a peeker of SWAT cats?
See, that would be a dope peeker. Just like the profile of both of them, like in the jet.
No, just like one of the, because they have like their helmets on.
I mean, you could do that too, but I'm thinking like this, like a side view of them in there.
I don't think Edward's seen SWAT cats.
I remember it. I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched it. But I do remember it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you grew up
It was
on
like
that,
a skinny cat, and then it was like a big cat.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
and the fat
Yeah.
cat was like, super badass.
Mm-hmm.
And the skinny cat was
Yeah.
an alcoholic pizza consumer.
You remember that other show around the time that Street Sharks came out? It was like the fucking mice on like motorcycles, like Mighty
Oh,
Mouse.
Killer
from
Biker
Mars.
Mice from Mars.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
some
remember
shit like
that
that.
Nope,
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
That is actually. Wait, can I change my answer to Killer Biker Mice from Mars?
Biker
dude.
mice. What?
Whoa,
You
what
guys
is it
like into
called?
music?
This sounds.
Street Sharks.
Is Starfire Global into music?
Are we into music?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, we're super big on like synthwave.
I'm
Oh,
asking
okay.
because I'm like, I found the Starfire Global music group on Instagram. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, that's the album, right? Starfighter.
I don't know what it is. It's just one thing with one follower. I'm like, are you kidding? What is this? What is this? I don't know what it is.
Shit, I don't. Let me see.
There you go.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Exactly, but you find some weird stuff when you just start typing. Like, what if I type this and I join them all together?
Yo, I've never heard of this biker mice from Mars, and I'm
Are
kind of
you
upset about
shitting
it.
me right now?
Dude.
The
I'm
fact that I
confused
know
with
this and
the
you don't
videos,
thrills
bro.
me no end.
Yo, also,
Biker mice from Mars.
if you haven't seen it, on Amazon Prime right now, you can watch every single episode.
Are you
of
kidding me?
Ronin Warriors.
Of which
What?
one?
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin?
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said
dude,
Biker Mice.
Ronin
that
Warriors.
Super legit anime from the 90s.
I
Dude,
thought you were
Ronin
going to say
Warriors
Biker Mice from
is
Mars. I was about to just say, guys, I got to go. I got a thing to
Biker
do.
Mice from Mars was on another level. Okay, that
Oh,
was,
I remember Ronin Warriors, but I never watched it.
dude, Tank, you should watch that.
Okay, I can watch it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I have
But-
Prime.
Take those, let them mull around. Those are just, we should do a collab and like some Street Shark heads. Boom.
I like
Limited-
I like the SWAT Cat better than the Street Sharks.
Well, we're not the artist.
Yeah,
We
well,
just throw out ideas.
the artist doesn't do what the artist
Yeah.
wants. The artist does what the customer wants. Okay, the customer's always right.
Not when the artist is
Commission.
like Brandon, but cleaner. He can do whatever he wants. We can't get
Dude,
Brandon.
our list of suggestions is like down to the fucking floor right now. So we have like so many people like DMing us like, hey, do this Gundam, do that Gundam, do that Gundam. I'm like, yeah, it's already on the list. Like, when's it gonna come out? We'll get to it when we get to it.
You should, like-
wasn't on that list.
Oh no, dude, it's not.
We
But
got
that's
time.
a good idea.
We'll get to it. Chill. Cool your jets.
But
You should put, like, a
when you
Google
got
Doc.
Curious, because I have an orange car. So when you get to the Curious Gundam from 00, just let me know.
You have an orange car?
Yeah, I've got a cross track.
Oh, nice.
Literally, I've thought about putting like just the numbers for Curios on like just the bottom rocker, so only people that know. But yeah, the Curios peaker would be sick. But when you get to it, getting on to the topic for the week. Oh, tell them where they can find all your stuff, Edward.
You guys can find it on Instagram, StarFighterGlobal. And then our website is www.starfighterglobal.us. Check us out.
Da-da.
All right, so now we're gonna get into the topic of the episode, which I kind of feel like Naru's carrying a heavy bag this week.
Am I?
Well,
seen
you're
it.
the only one that went to see the Joker.
Really?
Well, because Tank is scared of it. Edward,
That's fair.
probably too young to get in, and
That looks smart.
I've got way too many kids. Well, I mean, maybe I should take them to go see the Joker. It should be a fan.
Do it.
But I'll get into why I'm not going to do that, or why I didn't do that, because Brandon and Travis both told me their thoughts on it. Naru, what are your thoughts on the Joker? Did you watch the whole movie, first off?
I did see the whole movie. Thank you very much. I'm not one of those who walks out. I can't remember ever walking out on the movie. Like I don't do that. If I commit to watching something, I'll watch it to the end.
Dog, I'm sorry. I walked out on Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's fine. That's acceptable.
Avatar too.
Dude, don't get me started on Last Airbender. I will take up the rest of the night.
That's not even a rabbit hole. That's like a whole.
Or
that's
nine.
a whole planet.
Go on about Dragon Ball and shitty Airbender forever.
Oh, dude. I'm actually watching the cartoon with my kids right now, and it's such a good show.
You see how our parenting styles are different?
Okay, let me preface
you're watching the Peaker Blind or whatever the fuck, and I'm watching Avatar.
Let me preface my thoughts on the movie by saying I'm a little bit of a weirdo in certain ways. Like, for example,
certainly,
I love ramen, don't like spaghetti. Okay, so you can make spaghetti, give it to me. I'm like,
spaghetti. I'm assuming it's red sauce.
Can barely eat it. Really like it. Also, not a great big fan of pasta. Okay. Having said that, I have gone into a restaurant with some friends and they ordered pasta and I had some pasta. It was great. It was really good pasta. So I can appreciate a damn good pasta. Never order it again. Never want to see it again, taste it again. Never want to do anything with it again. That's how I felt about the movie. I go see the movie to begin with. I'm not the kind of guy who hears that, oh, you're trying to make a movie which is basically, it's this artistic take on a character I already like. And then you want to do what effectively amounts to Oscar bait. But that puts me off. So I already thought I wasn't going to like it. I wasn't going to see it. But I see all these movies anyway. I go see it. The second it starts to the end of the movie, I'm left with the sense that I was wrong about my initial perceptions if it would be good. It's a good movie. Do I think I enjoyed it? No. Do I think I'm going to see it again? No. Unless it's for free and I'm maybe watching with these guys. I don't know. But my first impressions of Joaquin Phoenix in the film was of a guy performing. Like I'm watching a performance and thinking this is a good performance, but still a performance.
So let me...
My first take.
Joaquin Phoenix is a good actor even through this movie.
Oh, yeah. I rate him highly. I think he's a great actor. I thought he gave what would be a great performance, but I don't think it was as good a performance as Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger disappears into the Joker. I forget he's Heath Ledger. I'm thinking only of the Joker.
I will follow that up with Joaquin Phoenix is still alive.
No, I already seen him.
It just means he didn't go deep enough into the role.
Heath Ledger became the Joker.
Literally.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're saying if you go full retard, you're gonna die like Heath Ledger.
Yes.
Phoenix thought, I have a career ahead of me. I don't want to die just yet.
Yes. If you go full Joker, you die.
True. I'm inclined to agree.
But not because he's dead. Heath Ledger is the best Joker, but that's because he gave himself to become the fucking Joker. Like,
I really want to see what you think after you see this, because there's people I know who they would have sworn and given up their left testicle to state that there's never going to be a Joker as good as Heath Ledger, who now tell me, in their opinion, this is the best Joker ever.
So he's better than Jared Leto.
They do believe it. That goes without saying.
I just wanted to clear that up.
It was definitely better than Jared Leto. For them, it's better than anything that's ever come before. I disagree. I think it was a really good Joker performance. I really liked the story. I really think this was, for me, I would have liked to see this as part of a larger movie about the Batman versus the Joker. Like, I would have liked to see this as an origin story in some sort of the Batman world. Seeing it on his own weakens it a little bit for me, but doesn't really diminish the story. Like, the story is still a really good story. It's a great origin story for this guy. There's a few things I'm not going to get into because I don't want to spoil it, you know, especially for you guys. But there's a few things later on in the movie that I legit think in this environment that we live in today crossed the line, really crossed the line. And I'm like, yeah, no, you don't want to be doing that. Not on movies.
So,
but I know why they did it.
I'll chime in for Brandon's 2 cents real quick because it kind of touches on things that you've already said, but just from his perspective.
Yeah.
One, on Joaquin Phoenix, Brandon says that the beginning of the movie is kind of odd. Like, it's a bunch of weird, like, stuff melted together, but Joaquin Phoenix his acting carries you through that. And then after that, like, after that first 20 or 30 minutes, then it's a solid story. But for the first part, it's choppy, but he's such a good actor that he can kind of carry you through it.
I agree. The first 20 minutes for me took me out of the movie because I feel like I'm watching Joaquin Phoenix try to lay a table. Like, he does this. He's weird like this. He's trying to creep you out with not quite body horror, but certain body twitches and tics that are just, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, but he carries you along through that. But for me, it wasn't enough because he was still giving a performance through that part of the movie. Somebody said it this way: he acted with every cell in his body. I agree, but then he was acting, and that's the thing that kept hitting me. Like, he's acting, you know. From the second I see Heath Ledger as the Joker to the end of that performance, I never once think he's acting. I think this is legitimately who the hell this guy is.
Because he was at that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that takes away from it for me, personally.
The second point is that there are points in this movie that Brandon thinks that the movie could be taken out of theaters in select places because they crossed boundaries that didn't need to be crossed, and it could create like a clone. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but back in like 2000, I think it was for the Dark Knight Rises.
When they get
the shooter went into the
theater
dressed up as the Joker. Brandon says that this crosses so many boundaries. Like, this movie could mess people up mentally if they let it.
Jeez.
I agree in this. Now that we've touched on the mental illness part of the movie, this is where I have a slightly different take. Everything the Joker character does in this movie that crosses a line is done not because he's mentally ill. It's done because he's had enough. And that's a whole different feel. Granted, you can make the argument that if he's mentally ill, that's why he responds this way to having had enough. But I disagree. I mean, people who aren't mentally ill have done similar things.
Right. And that's what.
So I think they really did a good job of showing the mental illness without blaming the mental illness and stigmatizing mental illness. I think they did a good job of that.
What Brandon is saying is that it could almost create copycats.
That's where I agree. Yes.
But
that's where I agree.
Oh, I've had enough, so I'm just going to do this.
Exactly. My point, though, is there's going to be people, I think there's people who are going to think of doing that who actually are sick in the head, but it's not going to be because the movie encouraged, mentally ill people to do it. It's just the sense of, I've had enough. I do think that they shouldn't have done certain things. I really wish to hell you guys had seen it. I'm not going to say anything, but there's a couple things they did. I thought, ooh, no, they could have taken a different route, could have gone back, could have turned it into, yeah, I'm going to stop. But seriously, I agree with Brandon. I think they crossed the line at certain points.
So I got a question. So I watched Hobbs and Shaw the other day, which I actually thoroughly enjoyed, but you could have named those two characters literally anything else, and it wouldn't have changed the movie because it has zero to do with the Fast and Furious franchise.
Right.
I described it to my brother. It's a comedy movie disguised as an action movie that has zero to do with Fast and Furious.
Oh, right. Pineapple Express.
except they're trying to pitch it as a Fast and Furious movie, and it's not.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
my question to you, Naru, is my question to Naru is, could you have named this anything else, put it in any other city, and it be the exact same movie?
Yes.
Okay, that was my problem before it came out.
Mhm.
Is it doesn't have to be a Batman / Joe. It doesn't have to be a Joker movie set in the Batman series. You could have literally named it anything else. I disagree with people doing that.
I'll be honest, it's not a Joker movie. It's not a movie about the Joker. It's a movie about a guy. Honestly, in my opinion, they could actually do this and say, this is a story of a guy who inspired the guy who became the Joker. They could do that because there's nothing in it, with the exception of the fact that you see it's Gotham. There's
Right.
Thomas Wayne. The Thomas Wayne character is in it, and it's called the Joker. Besides those three things, you could name the movie, Angry.
Right, and that's
Or you can name the movie Enough. Literally.
Hobbs and Shaw was the same way. Great
Yeah.
movie.
So, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Now that you've seen it, and you said it was good, but you wouldn't see it again, but you wish it was part of a larger universe. As soon as you said that, I thought,
larger story. But yeah,
yeah,
same
story.
difference. But yeah.
What if they did, like, not connected to the DC crap universe, right? But in this Joker universe, what if they did origin stories for all of Batman's villains? Like this. Like one for the Riddler, one for Penguin, one for Two-Face. Would you continue to watch those if they were all separate individual?
That's a really good question. They'd have to play the same trick on me. They'd have to play the same trick on me. The trick they played on me was calling it the Joker. If they hadn't called it the Joker, I sure as shit would not have seen this movie. By calling it the Joker, they pulled in a fan base that's already baked into Batman.
Right.
And made us watch a movie that I would never have seen anyway. And there's millions of dollars to prove that it worked.
Right.
It's
Have
set
you thought
record.
of a Batman peeker? Just saying.
So yeah, man, like that's basically what they did. They basically did this. So if you do it again and make a movie about the Riddler along the same lines, will I go see it? Yes. But will I enjoy it? No. Because we're hardcore fans. We're baked in. We're the guys who make Batman make the money it makes all the time. We buy the comics, read the books, we buy the T-shirts, we get the video.
Buy the underwear.
That's between me and my wife. All this fun stuff. We do all this stuff. Like, I have Batman on the back of my car. Literally, the license plate is framed with a Batman symbol. So I will go see this stuff again and again and again. I think that's actually a good idea, though. Origin stories of all the guys would be great.
But not connected.
But they're not really connected to each other.
Individual stories, but that just tell their tale. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Edward, do you have a question about the Joker?
Not really, dude. Like, I've yet to go see it. I've heard it was really good. Like, all my friends are like, dude, you gotta go see it. It's like movie of the year. I'm like, damn, really? Like, it's really that good.
It's kind of like, a really good stinky fart. They're like, man, you gotta smell that. Go in that room. It's amazing.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Yo,
I'm
like,
kidding. I'm
nothing to do
kidding.
with
Everybody
Batman.
listening, I'm kidding. Please.
So there's like no Batman or anything at all in the Joker movie.
None. I mean, there's a couple things. There's a tie. Okay, there's a tie in to the Batman itself, or to Batman. I just don't want to give it away, but there's a tie in to it. It's a subtle tie in. Anybody sees it knows, oh, I know what this is. And it kind of makes sense. In fact, I know guys who think, oh, hey, we should include that in every Batman movie going forward. From now on, the guys should do that. I'm like, no, not necessarily. But I think, again, it was a great pasta. I just don't like pasta.
So is this movie supposed to be like the origin of Joker, or just like it's completely own separate shit?
No, I think it was just Todd Phillips' way of trying to become Martin Scorsese and do a Taxi Driver movie without calling it Taxi Driver, and he called it the Joker instead. Basically.
That is the best review I've heard of this movie so far.
I saw something. I saw a picture. It was like all the different Jokers, and it was like, sociopath, psychopath, and then it was this one that said 40-hour work week. And I was like, oh, that seems okay. All right, well.
I mean, the world is, for me, there's things about the world that are a little contrived, but it's all in the service of telling the story. You know, like there's people who are mean for no real reason, and you tell me later on, oh, people are struggling, things are tough, and that's why there's a lot of frustration in the streets. Okay, cool.
Things are tough now. Are you freaking kidding me? Like that's what I hate with the world. It's like, oh my gosh, my life is so hard. Really? Because like 100 years ago, you killed bison to eat.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Your Starbucks is so hard.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, but your life is hard now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently, hard enough that you'll chase the guy down in the street and kick his ass for no reason whatsoever. Like just no reason. You never know who they are. They just chase people down, kick him, beat him up, and then walk off laughing. I'm like, yeah, this okay, cool, fine.
But, my life is so hard now. Hashtag first world problems.
First world problems.
In spades.
All right, so before we cut it short, I want to talk about something else because I want to throw this out there while Edward's on the hook because we're going to need a fourth for this. But if you guys have missed it, they have released a new VR game that is coming out across the nation, across the world to, what is it called? The Void? And I guess they have these Void locations.
It's not well, I guess it's kind of a game.
It's a game. It's a virtual
experience. It's called an experience. A virtual reality experience. You put on the headset, you walk into the space, and you're in the world. So, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sick. It's like Sword Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, I'm so glad you referenced that, too. That makes me happy.
Anyway, so at these, they're called The Void. To me, it sounds kind of like an IMAX, but for video games, like for virtual reality.
Yeah.
So
IMAX for virtual reality.
Overpriced, but whatever. They're releasing an Avengers Endgame damage control.
Oh, dope.
So
you think it's overpriced? Really?
$40? We don't know how long it goes. If it's $40 for an hour, like one of those escape the room type things, then I'm good with it.
You want to wear a headset for an hour? Really?
Dude, if it's $40 for 7 minutes, I'm gonna punch whoever.
That's a fair point.
Okay, I'm gonna look up how long it is.
I've tried. If you can
just so we can leave Jason out, so he doesn't punch somebody.
It's open. Like the Atlanta location is just like the newest. It's been like out in like California. It's been up and running. So
wait, so it's only at specific locations?
Yeah. So it's like it's okay. So it's like I guess kind of like the escape the room thing is kind of probably pretty good.
Yeah.
You go to it, you put all this gear on. It's got like the vest vibrates if you get shot. Like
oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a full virtual reality experience. But in this damage control, the backstory is that Shuri has actually built suits. This is after Iron Man's death, we're assuming, between Iron Man and the Black Panther. And there are 4 suits that she's built. And they're recruiting 4 new Avengers. And in this virtual reality experience, you and your teammates wear the suits and go through these missions.
And none of us apparently flies. Just checking.
What's that?
Apparently none of the guys in the suits flies.
Well, they're not going to wire you up in this building.
Yo, I want to fly.
They're gonna fucking.
I mean, if you're gonna make me pay $40 and spend 7 minutes, make me fly, dude. Like,
well, yeah.
Yo, I want to like run in, and then all of a sudden I get sucked up in that tube, like when you're indoor skydiving.
That would be killer if they could actually pull that off without, killing people.
VR headset on, so I don't know what's happening. Right, I'm just flying. It's like, whoa, get control of yourself. All right, I can.
That would be nuts,
dude. I'm so excited to try this because this is the predecessor to a holodeck in Star Trek. Like, it's because like if you don't, and so Edward, for you, like
I'll get him back.
Be quiet. So like if you walk in, like if you like take your headset off, like it's a physical environment. Like if you have like in the game, if you reach out to open this door, there's an actual door in front of you that you're opening. Oh, and so it's got 3D tracking.
And I think the suits have haptic feedback too.
It's,
like
it's haptic feedback.
Stuff, you feel like you're It's
3D. It's 3D tracking in real space, and like so it knows exactly where you're at. in real space and in the game, and it mirrors it all up, which is so like it's. I mean, we're like one step closer to getting holodecks, which is fucking awesome. So
Right. Yeah.
Dude, I'm down with it.
what sounds dope?
I want to be into that Sword Art Online world type shit.
Oh, dude.
Knock me out for a whole fucking.
Dude,
week.
you know the next season starts next week, right?
I haven't even started season 2, bro.
What the fuck? What? Damn it, dude! You were doing so good.
You're doing so well.
No, thank you. Thank you for stopping right there. Thank you.
Suck.
Thank you.
So yeah, man, we're doing that. We're doing that.
The neighborhood just fine. Yeah. So what do you guys think about this damage control?
Let's go.
Fucking send it.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm in. Like, unless it's like $40 for 7 minutes, I'll still do it and I'll still pay. But
Then we gotta get you out of there real quick for you hit.
Yeah.
someone is getting punched. Like,
That'll be Tank.
So what's the game about? Are you like fighting Are you like fighting like fucking monsters or some shit, or are you just like trying to figure out some like puzzle?
Yeah, we got no idea.
we have no idea. But what it looks like, so the only thing in this trailer is it shows like the words going across the screen, has Shuri, and she says suit up. And this is what got me. It's a 4-player game. Like you have to have 4 people to play. They only show 2 suits. And one suit literally just looks like Iron Man with a Black Panther skin on it. And the other one looks tight because he has one hand with the palm, right?
Yeah.
But the other arm has a shield.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, that looks sick. Like, what is going on here? So my question is it going to be 2 and 2, or do they have 4 all new suits? Because 4 all new suits would be sick.
Is this in conjunction with
keep
Marvel?
the shield. Give me the force field. I don't be playing the game going like this the whole time, so you can keep the shield.
They're gonna throw you into a fucking room and the staff's just gonna beat your ass. That's the experience.
Out of the 4 of you, only 2 of you get suits.
Yeah, right.
And then you gotta protect the other 2.
That's funny.
I'll be like, Jason, let's just let these guys get killed and we just play all the way through. All right, sorry, man.
So bad. I just paid $40 to have no superpowers.
No, that's just not cool.
At
And again,
that
you
point,
never
I was
know.
27 minutes.
You never know. The game could be rigged so the guy without the suit makes it through.
Yeah. But I'm pumped because they got like it's not just Marvel. They have like they have a Star Wars one. They've got like a horror one, which I will not be doing.
Okay, it almost sounded like you said whore.
Horror.
In his mind, it's the same thing.
I'm not doing either one, so. It's kind of like going back to the escape the room. Going back to the escape the room correlation, there's gonna be these different like adventures to do, and so I can't wait. As soon as I heard about it,
I think the Star Wars one will be sweet.
Yeah,
like, that one looks cool. But first, I definitely want to try the Marvel one while it's there.
Yeah,
and it opens on October 18th, so that is when Marvel goes live across the nation, I guess. So I definitely want to try and get us in, and we can come back and let you guys know exactly what we thought of it. If it was a waste of 7 minutes.
I just want to brag on some guys in England because they got they had a void there, and the void there isn't gonna have it, so they're like pissed off. I'm gonna be like, yeah, hey, I went, you didn't. Ha.
So like a part of me just wants to do it, like, even though it's $40 per person, right? A part of me wants to do it just because, like you were saying, like this is the fucking Danger Room, okay? Whatever the haptic feedback thing. This is X-Men's Danger Room from the 90s. Okay?
Like, we all know realism. Things are getting more real. VR, haptic feedback. That just ups the ante, man. Like if you can go there and do this stuff and get as close to actually experiencing some of this stuff as you can, why not? Yeah, man, I'm down. Let's do it. Jason's paying, so I'm definitely down. I mean,
yeah, I'm totally paying for my lunch because big bucks.
You pay my ticket, I'll bring you lunch. Let's go.
Naru, I want nothing that you've cooked.
What
But
makes
if
you
your
think I'm
wife
gonna
makes
cook it?
meat pies, by the
I wouldn't cook it.
way. We're smarter than that. We don't cook things. We let our
Yeah,
wives.
I'd probably just eat some
Screw that, I
pasta,
love
puke it
food.
out, and give it to you or something. I don't know.
Bird
Oh,
feed,
God.
bro. But anyway, hey guys, Tank, tell them where to find you.
Yep, you guys can find me all over the internet at The Caped Critic. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a fun episode. And thank you, Edward, for coming on, man. It was good having you on.
Thanks for having me, man.
Naru, tell them where to find you.
Slight change to my usual handle. So now you can find me at Naru, the Nerd Guru, on Instagram and Twitter.
Dog.
Say again?
That's a lot of U's.
I know, right? Yeah. It's all about you.
I like doing so too.
Anyway, you can find me at Naru, the Nerd Guru, on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. Edward, tell them where to find you, tell them where to buy your stuff, and then I want you to tell us what your favorite, what are you looking forward to out of this huge laundry list of wants that people have? And if you say Street Sharks, I totally won't cut you off.
Like I said, this month will be like spooky shit, spooky Gundams, like dark Gundams. But eventually, we're gonna start going down the list and seeing like the more uncommon requests that people are making, and see how those play out. Just to knock them out, fucking why not? You know what I mean? Challenge ourselves, because some of those shit, like you said, Street Sharks is unconventional for us because we're more like sharp edges, sharp lines because of mechas. But if we can make like unconventional designs, that'd be fun, cool. It'll challenge us, bring us to the next level, and fucking why not? Be one step ahead of the game.
Yeah, and no one's doing Street Sharks, and I'm sure those would sell out because everyone has. Dude, Rocco's Modern Life just came out with a movie on Netflix, sold tons of shit. Are you kidding me? Kids are. I've seen kids that are 10 years old wearing Rocco's Modern Life T-shirts. I'm like, bitch, you don't even know what the fuck that is.
Take this shit off.
Take that shit. You don't fucking rate.
Give me that fucking shirt.
You don't fucking rate. So tell them where to find you and where to buy your stuff, man.
You guys can find me on Instagram at StarFighterGlobal. Check me out, www.starfighterglobal.us. Yeah.
Coming soon, Starfighter Global, China.
Where do you think you
Gotta
get
make that China money, baby.
The Chinese work so cheap, dude. That's where you need to start sending all your stuff, man.
Hey, dude,
Politics.
I need to find some manufacturers out there. That's what I need to fucking do. Shit. Child labor? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Get children to cut your stickers. The little safety scissors. Hey, you guys can find me at Houdini0333 on Instagram and the old tweet machine. You can find all of us, minus Edward, at TheNerdsFromWork. You can find us at TheNerdsFromWork.com. Naru keeps that up to date. You guys heard it before the show. You can find us at TheNerdsFromWork on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube, and Twitch. Hey, from all of us here at the workplace, peace.